Hello, this is LordUg. Welcome to League of Legends, and here we are again, and this time we're playing Wukong. Now I picked Wukong because he actually goes back to a story I like. It's called Journey to the West. It was wrote in the 16th century. It's one of the 4 classic novels of Chinese literature. And basically what it's about is it's about, I think the English translation was Monkey, or the Monkey King. And basically it's about a pilgrimage by a Buddhist monk, and is given 3 protectors to protect him. He has to go and get some sacred texts. And he has 3 protectors, and one is the Monkey King. And the Monkey King's name is Sun Wukong. So there you go, that's why I picked it. Okay, so here we are with Wukong. We're going to open Nimbus Strike up. Now, first thing we're going to buy is Boots of Speed, because of course we're going to go eventually for Mercury Threads. So we'll take, because we got the Boots of Speed, it gives us enough money to be able to, of course, get some healing potions, get 3 of them, and off we go. Now I've opened up Nimbus Strike. Now what Nimbus Strike basically does is it lets you dash forward at a fast rate and hit an enemy. But if there's more than one enemy stood in that circle that you're moving into, you can actually split up into 2 more Wukongs. Okay, so here's your legend. Don't forget, you're going to have to pause it to see it. So as you start, so here's your lore. There's the rest of it coming now. Oh, missed. There we go. And these are your tips.
30 seconds.
There you go. So you had them. Let's look at some animations for him. So let's start off with a joke. So here we are, making staff grow. Not me. Okay, now let's have a look at his taunt. You get to see his arse. There you go, he'll wave his ass at you. And now you'll see his laugh. I quite like his laugh because he like drops up floor and starts banging floor. And here's his dance. And his dance is a lot more graceful than Fiddlesticks' merry little psychotic dance. And there it is. Okay, so
my place is at the top.
Okay, so Nimbus Strike, yeah, it lets you dash forward at a great pace and break up into like up to 3 of you. So you and 2 other copies, and you can hit 3 targets at a time. And the damage it does, and it will go up as level goes up. I'll explain the other things as I open them. You'll see it here. You'll see me do it here. There you go. See how it split up? It looked like there was 3 of me moving forward. That's basically how it works. So yeah, I kind of read the English version of Journey to the West, and also there was a TV series that came on. It was a crazy series called Monkey, and it had this Tripitaka and people like that. And yeah, so I kind of got into it from all that, and then when I saw Wukong, I knew that the actual name of the Monkey King in the original text was Sun Wukong. So straight away I thought, ooh, Monkey King, and I'd always been interested in that. So Wukong became one of my favourites to play. And Wukong, incidentally, is one I still play now. Is not an easy character to play by any means. Is not like, say, Nunu and Fiddlesticks, who's got this big hit. You know, like Fiddlesticks. If you pump enough pump enough AP into Fiddlesticks, he's just stupidly strong, especially when he hits his ultimate. And it's same with Nunu. He can wipe a load out with just 1 ultimate. But Wukong isn't like that, but he is very versatile. He's a great all-rounder. He can attack quick, hit quick, give some damage, but also he's got a good escape plan. He's got a good escape when he needs to have it. And it makes him an all-rounder, but it doesn't make him easy. It makes him a challenge, and I like that. So I still play Wukong. I've got a soft spot for him. Maybe it's because of the Journey to the West thing, but hey, I just still like playing him. So we're going to jump on to the first thing that happens, whether it be a kill or whatever, and we'll go from there. So let's go. Okay, so we've got Malzahar and Soraka top lane. And I move away, come back up, and as I usually like to do, I move wide. So Malzahar runs down, and a mixture of my damage and Lux's damage damages him quite a lot. And then I move in and finish him off for the kill. Malzahar didn't exactly do anything wrong there. It was just simply a case of, he'd lost enough energy for me to be able to get in and take a kill. So there was nothing you could do, just normal kind of hitting each other we were doing, and it just so happened he hung around too long, and that gave me a chance to hit him when he'd lost most of his health. So anyway, I've just gone back here and got my mercury threads. So no, sorry, mercury treads. And the next thing I'm going to go for is the Sunfire Cape, and there it is. So it just basically gives you some, but it has a few good things just to protect you, just to give you that little bit of armor that you need in fights. So that will be the next thing I go for. Right, I'll be right back. Okay, here I am, just getting my ultimate, which is Cyclone. It's not a massively strong skill, but it's like a spinning blade type thing, but it's good enough. So anyway, top lane, Malzahar and Soraka still up top here, and I run up to them. They've both been damaged quite well, and a Nimbus Strike in. Well, we're Crushing Blade first, then Nimbus Strike in, straight into Cyclone, take one, Lux tries to take a kill, but I managed to get both of them and pick up a double. You see, what it is that I've got my Q skill, my first slot, is called Crushing Blow, and what that basically does is it hits somebody and gives them, it makes it so the next skill I use does damage, and also it adds added damage, sorry. And it also lowers their armour for about 4 seconds. So if you hit that, and then hit something like your Nimbus Strike, that gives you a fast attack speed for about 3 or 4 seconds, it lets you do more damage. So it's good to remember to do the Crushing Blow first, then the Nimbus Strike. Or if you do the Crushing Blow and then hit your Cyclone, again, for a few seconds you're going to do added damage because you've took their armour down with the Crushing Blow. So yeah, that were nice, easy little... well, we're a nice easy little double, that one. See, that's the thing about Wukong. You don't necessarily get lots of kills to start with. You might have to kind of build him up a little bit first. Get his armour built up a bit, get his attack built up a bit. It might take you 8-10 minutes to get your first kill. But once he gets himself established, he is actually very versatile and good at getting kills. So anyway, let's move on to the next. Okay, so here we find Malzahar alone in the top lane. Soraka just runs off and leaves him, and I see Lux go back up toward him. You'll see me actually move away. I give Soraka a bit of a slap there, and she runs off. Then Malzahar comes down, and I see Lux move up, so I move in behind Lux, and I'm not sure what to do. I kind of dance around a little bit, and then I move forward. All of a sudden, I hit Nimbus Strike, followed by Crushing Blow, and then I hit him with Inferno, which of course burns. It's like a damage over time. It's one of the abilities you can take him with you, and that killed him actually. I mean, though Lux went for the kill, but it was a constant burn of Inferno, I think it's called Inferno, that actually killed him. So that picked up a kill there. But if you look at the time, quite a long time has jumped on since my last kill to this kill. But if you start watching the times the kills come, you'll actually see that they'll come sooner and quicker, simply as I get stronger and stronger. You've got to be very patient with Wukong. You've got to take your time. It will build up, and when he does, he'll pay you back. Anyway, if we just watch this bit, Soraka runs down at the wrong time. Just as she gets there, I destroy the turret. So now she's got a long way to run to get back to her turret, and I'm not going to let that happen. So straight away, through Nimbus Strike, through Crushing Blow, and then I managed to hit Cyclone to weaken her. I just chase after her, and I managed to pick up the kill on Soraka, and that gives me another one. So yeah, Wukong will take some building up. That's where the challenge comes from. He isn't ABC like somebody like Fiddlesticks. Pump a lot of AP into Fiddlesticks, and he'll just do a job for you, like Teemo will, like even Nunu will to some extent. But Wukong won't. You have to work at Wukong. You have to build him, and then you have to use him correctly. And he isn't easy to use for that respect. But he is a rewarding character, I think, personally. So there we go. Let's move on to the next point of interest. Okay, here we are, still top lane, but this time we're going to mix it with Xin Zhao. So he comes down, Tarek moves off, thank you, and Xin Zhao comes down, and it's a mixture of Crushing Blow, Nimbus Strike, all the usuals gear, take him right down, and then I just, he comes back at me at one point, which is perfect, because then I can just keep damaging him, and I just keep hitting him till he finally falls dead. So yeah, that's, there you go. That's the thing is, I've got the Sunfire Cape now, and one of the abilities of the Sunfire Cape is if you just stand next to an enemy, whether it be minion or champion, it will constantly do them damage over time. Now it doesn't do a lot, but it does something. So even if you're just running along with them, it actually hurts them. So that kind of happened a little bit there with Xin Zhao. I actually was running right next to him, so it was damaging him constantly, and then just crushing blow, you know, Nimbus strike and everything else. And he just dropped dead. He just couldn't take it. And if you look at the times now, the kills are coming a little bit quicker than they were. There's no like 8-minute gaps or whatever now. It's because it's starting to build. So yeah, it's starting to pay off, which is how he really does work. Okay, so here I'd been in the middle lane for a while and decided to go back to top lane. So I start running along, goes into the water, and get nearly there, get to this tall grass coming up here, and find that someone's hiding in there. It's Tariq, yes, and boom, he hits me. Well, it doesn't really matter because, you know, he's more of a support. I'm just there to damage. So usual things, as it usually is. Crushing blow first to drop his armour. Then I start with Nimbus strike, but we're both going down because I've got all his minions shooting me. Well, usual thing. I managed to get the last few blows in again, and another Nimbus strike, and it just is enough to kill him. And the minions basically just give up as long as you run into jungle, so it was easy enough to get away. That's the only thing that does you a lot of damage you've got to be careful of. If you haven't got a lot of armor, if you're not packed with armor, is that, you know, if they've got a lot of minions around them, all the minions are going to turn and start hitting you if you attack the champion. So, you know, be wary of that, because that's what took most of my damage. It wasn't Tariq. Most of my life, like, it wasn't Tariq. But yeah, it was good enough. It got me another kill, so I'll take it. Weirdly enough, this is almost a carbon copy of the previous kill. I'm running from middle lane to top lane because there was nothing happening. So I get to this grass, never even thinking it would happen again. But sure enough, Tariq comes out of the grass again. Boom. So we start fighting again. And yet again, it's a similar result. But this time, I've got Cyclone that's now off a cooldown, and I just hit Cyclone and just wear his energy right down. And that's Tariq killed again. You think he'd learn to stop hiding in that bloody grass by now, because it's not doing him any good, is it? Okay, so I found this one quite amusing. I'm in middle lane with Garen, and we see Malphite coming out from a side lane, followed by Ryze and Malzahar. So Garen moves in, starts attacking him, and Ryze just runs away, and just goes, and leaves Malzahar to it on his own. Of course, he's got no chance, so we just follow him, crushing blow, just take the last few hit points off him. But yeah, I found that quite amusing how they were chasing Malphite, both of them, and as soon as Ryze saw some trouble, he just ran off and left Malzahar to take it, and yeah, he did. He took it pretty bad and died. Okay, here I am just going back to buy the Black Cleaver, which is my next stable item, the next one I keep after Sunfire Cape, and it gives you 200 health, 50 attack damage, and 10% cooldown reduction, which is cool. Which is good, so you can attack quicker. Now you get two choices of what you do next. You can either go for Frozen Mallet, which does this. Basically, the good thing is when you hit things, it slows them down. Or you go for Trinity Force, which is this one. Now, personally, I switch between. I don't always go for the same one. I can. Depends what I feel like. This time I'm going to go for Frozen Mallet. It doesn't have as many abilities as what opens up to you as Trinity Force gives, but Frozen Mallet's quite nice. When you hit with a base attack, slows them down by quite a lot, and it does give you some damage on top of everything else, which is quite good and very acceptable. So either one of them will be really good for what you want, so you can take either, and they'll both benefit you. Anyway, back to the game. So there's three of them coming down middle lane. I start to run away towards my turret. They're doing damage. Lux does some damage, but then I see Garen coming, so I follow him in. I'm moving with Nimbus Strike. Garen hits his ultimate and kills one. I hit my ultimate, come out with Cyclone, and I take down one too. And Tariq here actually manages to get away. I'll let you see it because it's so close. Like we get caught up in enemy minions that we can't quite finish it off, so yeah, he gets away. So me and Garen pick up 1 kill each, and I move to double figures, 10 kills. Okay, so here's a good way you can use Wukong's decoy besides for escape. So I move into middle lane and find that Ryze and Malzahar are in here. They start to move down towards me. So I just kind of move away, draw them in like I usually do, and I wait for my minions to come, so I've got some back in. Then I turn back in. I come back and I hit Crushing Blow, and then I put my decoy down basically, and my decoy hits by doing that spin attack, and then I hit as well, which does more damage, go into Cyclone, And yeah, we pick up another kill. The other one gets away simply because I felt I'd lost too much hit points, too much health, and all his minions were there. They'd all started attacking me and I'd probably died. So I backed away and took the one kill instead. Okay, so here I decide to move from top lane to mid. So I'm just running through, and as usual, I don't see it coming. There comes Rise, runs straight past me. I don't think he wants to fight to start with, but of course he's got no choice. Usual thing, Crushing Blow, Nimbus Strike. I hit him with the Incinerate, I think that's what it's called, I keep forgetting his name. And yeah, there ain't much you can do, he's just going to die from there. Okay, so here I start to follow Xin Zhao along the river. Although he's slightly too far ahead, you can see him there and he stays away from me. But then I see Malzahar, he's been damaged a little bit, so I'm moving on him instead. He silences me, but it doesn't matter, I just attack him normally until I can get close enough, then I just Crushing Blow, Nimbus Strike, there's nowhere he's going to go, and that's another quick kill. Okay, so I enjoyed this one. I've got my Frozen Mallet at this point, by the way. So I'm in middle lane. I decided that I'm going to move to top lane. As usual, I bump into some people in jungle. It's Rise and Malzahar again. So I come in with the usual combinations and hit Cyclone and kill Rise. Straight away, then after that, I move in and start to attack Malzahar, take him down because he hasn't got much energy left. He dies, but then Soraka comes out of nowhere. So I jump on Soraka and start giving her some damage, and boom, she drops 2, and I pick up a nice triple, which went really well. So yeah, that just shows you what he can do. You know, it is possible for him to do. You know, he isn't, like I say, he isn't exactly a massively damaging character like Fiddlesticks or something like that, but if you build him up properly, he is actually robust and can outlast. So that's basically what happened there, and I managed to pick up a nice triple. Okay, so here I see Taric and Xin Zhao top lane, and I decide to see if I can get behind them. So I run high up, but Taric sees me and starts to follow, so I lead him into the forest, away from Xin Zhao. As soon as he gets far enough away, I turn and start to fight him. Usual combination, Crushing Blow, Nimbus Strike, things like that. And I follow him, and he heals himself a bit, but I stay on him. And if you watch at one point, I will use my Incinerate. You'll see it work about any time now, will it? Just a bit longer. And there it hits, and it's already pretty low. There's not much you can do from the usual combinations, and he dies. So I kill them minions there and start to make my way back. Then I decide I'll go back to the middle lane, so I'm moving round, and I see Xin Zhao. So he comes in at me with his dash, I start to fight him, and then of course all the usual combinations, boom bow, and yeah, there's not much you can really do. He does actually move away from me, knocks me back, but I've got Nimbus Strike, and that just charges over quite a distance, and it got me in there, and of course it gives me an attack speed buff, so yeah, I got the kill from there. Okay, so I'm just heading back to base here to buy the next of the ones you'll keep after either Trinity Force or Frozen Mallet. This one's called Runic Bulwark. What it basically does is it gives you, it's for armor, it's for protection. So, but it has a buff that gives your other champions some protection as well, just by them being close to you. So it's a good one to have, and you need to put some protection in, especially for somebody like Wukong who hasn't got. I mean, like with Fiddlesticks, if you get a couple of champions, 2 or 3 champions, stood trying to hit Fiddlesticks and it's like Crow Storm, they usually end up running away because it does so much damage. Really, Wukong hasn't got anything that does that, so he does need to have a bit of armor with him. So yeah, Runic Bulwark's a good one for that. Now your final item is called Last Whisper. Last Whisper will add some straight up attack damage to you, but it also ignores a certain percentage of champion's armor, which of course lets you do a lot more damage. So Last Whisper is your last one. Okay, so this was an easy kill. They were basically, me and Trundle both attacking Malzahar here, so there was nothing he could do. And Trundle for some reason backed away, just ran away. But I kept at it, just pushed forward, and Malzahar, well, decided to drop dead. Okay, so here we are, middle lane, just destroying a turret. As we kill it, Soraka comes down. There's 4 of us there. Anyone could have got the kill. It just so happens I did. Okay, so I have Last Whisper now, and I'm looking to finish the game. We're in their base. I'm just kind of moving around the outskirts. I see a few on them injured, so I zoom in with Nimbus Strike, hit my Cyclone. You'll see it here, and I managed to take out Malzahar and Soraka, I believe. So there you go, Nimbus Strike, Cyclone straight away. There's Malzahar, and Soraka goes down for a double kill. And I think that's it now. We'll just move in and finish it off. So I'll just go to the point where we win it. Okay, so here it is. We're just taking it down now, and this is a victory. So I'd just like to say this was Wukong. Very interesting character, not an easy character to play by any means. Won't necessarily assure you kills. I know, yeah, I got 22-0 here, which is still very good, but it won't necessarily secure, definitely bring you kills like Nunu and Fiddlesticks might. You're going to have to work at him, you're going to have to build him, but he is actually a very solid and stable character. He's got good escape through decoy and good attack through Nimbus Strike, Crushing Blow, I think it's called, and his Cyclone. So as an all-rounder, yeah, very good. So anyway, that's my champion for today, Wukong. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time, guys. You take care. Bye for now.